Well, welcome to 2024 calendar year. Um, the energies have not started yet, so that begins on the 16th of January. But as a calendar year, we are in 2024. It's a lot of beautiful anticipations that people have. Um, I'm excited to share about it, but I'm not guided to share about it yet. Primarily because every single day, all the way until the 14th of January, is like a pipeline period. If you recall, those of you who've been with me the last year, you heard me talk about the pipeline times, where it was time to surf the wave, and the waves are huge, and it's like a pipeline, and you can become a pipeline master and ride the pipe and take forward any intention that you have you know so rapidly and to such a in such a powerful space. It calls for you to be at one with all of the elements, and when you are at one with all of the elements, you are one with your soul being. You are your soul being, and that is essential for anybody who is a pipeline master to ride the pipe. So every day is that you have an opportunity. Hence my message for the holidays was all about the moment belongs to you. Only the moment belongs to you. Everything else is, you know, is shall pass. The moment belongs to you. And when you get that the moment belongs to you, when you start living moment by moment, owning the moment as the one that you really do have any certainty over, you actually start noticing that a moment that actually doesn't have a start or a finish time. And it is regenerative and it is thriving. Because in the moment, all that is present is what I call as miracles, something that makes your heart sing. So use this time of every day a pipeline to take an intention and really declare it as occurred, and allow the energies of the cosmos to take you forward, being present in each moment. The other exciting thing about the moment is, one of those power questions that I talk about is, how much better can it get? Because in the moment, you just start noticing, magic is in the moment. You start noticing magical stuff. You start noticing stuff that makes your heart sing. And even if there is something that is making you deeply sad or anxious in the moment you acknowledge it in the moment, it stops gripping you. It's as if by acknowledging it is released and you can do something about it. It's only when you get attached to, the past or the future or the reason why or justification why not, there you're not in the moment. Because in the moment, there is no reason, there is no justification, there is only what is. And what is only calls for acknowledgement and nothing else. You also get present to how fulfilled you are as a soul being. Because when you start acknowledging in the moment, life just feels so rich and enriching that what else is there to want or ask? And that starts to multiply. The only thing I always, when I have a change of scene or a change of state, I just go, okay, how much better can it get? Over to you, the universe. And I continue acknowledging what's in the moment. So use every single day, this type of an opportunity where every day is a pipeline will never occur again. What I can reveal is the energy of 2024 is the same energy that is going to last all the way till the 5th of March, 2026. The same energy. It's one long year, energetically. So the divine does have a plan. Whatever the humans may think, that plan is simply just going to be hijacked for its energies by the divine. Okay, so this opportunity where every day is a pipeline will never occur again, never. So if your intention is to station yourself such that click of a finger aliveness is available to you, use this time. Both the messages that I shared were really, messages for exactly this time. I will share the 2024 message when I do. But my little image was a little bit of a hint about, 2023 we leave behind, we are going to go all the way to 2026. The thing about the pipeline times, and you've heard me, those of you who heard me last year, you've heard me say this, it is a time of action. It's a time that propels you into forward momentum, not just forward movement, forward momentum. So, which area of your life do you wish to experience forward momentum? And have trust. See, when you are riding the pipe, a pipeline master really does trust. Who does the pipeline master trust? The trust is only on his or her own abilities. They're not there trusting on their training. They're not there trusting on the wave or anything. They trust unequivocally in their own abilities. And the moment there is even a slight wavering of that trust, that can come from irritation or judgment at that time, the wave can crush you. I think I shared in one of my sessions last year about I used to go to Hawaii every year for 7 years during Christmas, New Year, and the Pipeline Masters happen in Oahu, North Shore. And we actually had a house that we would do a home exchange with right on the ocean. So me and my son and Phil, we would often go to the beach and watch these Pipeline Masters because we were like local residents. We were able to do that, and became. I was always curious to understand about, you know, masters and their mastery. So I would often go and talk to the masters as they come out towards the end of the pipeline. So even though I've not ridden the pipe, I talk as if I have, only because I've talked to so many of them. But there was one particular guy, he was actually, everybody was talking about him winning it. And when he did his sprint, he fell and he was, I mean, the wave almost crushed him. He broke many bones and ribs and stuff, and he was in the hospital. And I'd spoken to him. He was a master of masters, really. And I asked him what happened. And what used to happen is that there were photographers who would come, and there were licensed photographers who had the licensing to official photographers, and there would be others who would try and sneak in, right? So there was one of these photographers on jet skis sneaking in to get a photograph of this guy in the pipe just as he entered the pipe. So that guy was was video shooting him entering the pipe, and the pipeline master got really irritated at him, and that was it, done. And he said, I just mouthed out at him and it was gone. I mean, of course nobody could hear anything, but the wave itself was so loud, and it was the wrong thing to have done, which is why sometimes these photographers do it, because nobody's going to go stop them. Nobody's going to come in the way of the master riding the pipe. But anyhow, and that's what it was. That just crushed him. And I don't know if he does the pipeline masters again or not, but for many years he was out of it. And it was just literally, he said it was a second, when he just used one of those 4-letter words. And that was it. The wave just crushed him. Now, I'm saying this because that is the power. Now, when the pipelines are going on, you can stand on the shore and witness the thrill of what's happening. You can do that. And that is totally fine. You will have a great time. Or you can choose to take an intention and go ride the pipe. Okay, it's a very, very special time. The key is be true to what your intention is and stand in your truth. There are many signs also that are showing up. Signs in the form of sunsets, cloud formations. Like I'll share a photograph today that I took from the veranda here. And almost every cloud has this golden lining. And it's like, oh my God, this is phenomenal. And I'll share one from yesterday where it's sunset time. And the sun just, to me, it became really blew up, became double the size of what I thought I saw it as. And it looks spectacular. But there are these, the intensity of colors is quite severe in the sense it's very strong. I'm having some good fun with it in terms of the planetary work that I would love to see advance during these pipeline times. And I'll share more once we get to the other side of it, of what I've seen emerge and happen. But it's a great time to really take on aliveness, whatever that means for you. I have certainly taken on unequivocal flow of yumminess. I just don't do anything unless it is 100% frictionless, unequivocal flow of yumminess. I don't feel it in my body. I don't. I've chosen my body to be my partner in this. Well, it's got me to indulge a bit over Christmas, New Year in terms of foods, which I had become very regimental about. But hey, it's I did accomplish the medicine-free living and medicine-free lifestyle in 2023, which is what I had declared. And I haven't yet established what it is going to be for 2024. So yes, take it on for yourself. Decide what that's going to be for you. And, enjoy the journey. Enjoy. And welcome to the next decade, David. You're becoming younger and younger by decades. So this pipeline thing that I'm talking about completely showed up for how they celebrated you and your birthday and your work in a way that can be amplified for the entire planet.
It was a very, very special night. Unfortunately, yes. My bride was sick and she couldn't come to this big event that we spent weeks and weeks preparing for. But I had to step up to the plate, and I did. And it was very successful and great things are coming out of it. So,
wow.
Yeah. It's what happens
you're playing a very important role, Helene, in terms of this is a time where women are called to hold a space. And in anything that you choose to bring forward from this point on as a project, it is the triangle is the master shape of this new era. You've heard me say this a few times. So there is someone who is like the promoter equivalent of a project or a mission or a message. And what is important to have in a triangle is a space holder and a voice of reason. Okay, so if you can complete the triangle for whatever it is that you bring out forward into the world, you're actually on solid ground, given that uncertainty, certain, and unknown is the known, and all of that. So Helene was playing a very important role. She was actually the space holder.
Yes.
And that was necessary. The only way she could have performed that role to the extent that is called for the level of amplification that is designed by the divine for what you do, meant that she needed to be at home.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So thank you, Helene, for doing the work.
Thank you.
And she was within you, because you both co-created this event.
You know what? She was in the video, she was in
Yeah.
the presentation, and everybody felt her presence anyway. So
Yeah. Yeah.
divine presence.
Really beautiful. Thank you, everyone. So let's anchor this very special time with the human vibe attunement. So have your feet on the ground. Important to be grounded, important to harmonize the elements. Okay. And this human miracle, that the 12 building blocks series that I'm doing every Thursday night, Friday morning, is all about that. It's pretty amazing. So all get a handle of how you harmonize the elements: fire, water, air, earth, and ether or space. Okay. And what's called for is in an important and powerful partnership with the human body in harmonizing these elements. Okay. So fire can be harmonized with food, it raises heat within you. It can be harmonized with sun gazing or sunbathing. Does that. Air can get into a sync with all of that through wind bathing, or breath work. Earth is grounding, so it can be the earthing mat. It could be just walking bare feet on the soil. It could be just standing in one place with your head with bending forward and letting your hair and your head be, like facing down towards the ground for as long as you can take it. That brings the earth element in very powerfully. Water happens through the water you drink, and becoming consciously aware. So rather than glugging water down, drink it sip by sip, a sip at a time. So that is one way of doing it. Ether or space is fasting. So that could be intermittent fasting, is a very easy way to ensure that the space element within you is harmonized. Very essential, because life force requires that space element. A lot of changes, physical changes, are occurring in our physical bodies because they are adjusting to the new energies that exist right now and the new energies coming up. Like basic composition is shifting. We'd gone from carbon to crystalline, and many people are still catching up on that. And there is a next level up leveling from crystalline as well. So you may find, like some of your skeletal structures may not feel that supported whilst these changes are taking place. It's calling for muscles and the nerves to operate a little bit differently, the kind of shifts that are taking place in our physical body. So you may experience unusual headaches or neck aches, particularly. Your brain stem is actually getting into a state of relaxation. So, that also may, cause some neck pain and stuff. Area in between the shoulder blades, right at the bottom of the shoulder blades, can sometimes cause a problem. Tailbones are an issue right now for people. Your calf muscles may feel cramping or feel like you walked a lot and they're hurting, but you may not have walked at all. That's just something that's happening. Your big toe, particularly the right big toe, for some reason, is also recalibrating. There's a particular, like a dollop of life force that sits in the big toe of the right foot. That's for all humans. So there is some recalibration happening there. So just be aware of all of that and notice it, be with it. This too unconditionally accept it. This too shall pass, and know that you are evolving and rising. into your higher self at this time. So let's begin. Feet are on the ground. Take the palms of your hand and put them into a cup like this and put them over your knees. Drop your shoulders, rotate them. Feel that opening of the chest. Notice your breath. You'll notice it's becoming deeper. You'll also notice that it's becoming easier to just get into a zone. That beautiful meditative zone. And my invitation to each of you is invite yourself to get into the beyond meditation zone, the human vibe attunement zone. Because that human vibe attunement zone is where you operate completely at sync. And the synchronization between your soul presence and the human form harmonizes anything and everything in your field that is out of harmony. My guidance is to just keep my eyes closed as I'm guiding this meditative journey. So energetically, I'm just putting out there that whoever shows up in the waiting room, if they stay in the waiting room, they'll have the benefit of this. Connect to your breath. If you have any issues with my sound, then one of you will need to speak up because I will not be opening my eyes until we finish. Breathe in and breathe out. This time when you breathe in, notice that breath traveling to the top of your crown, the back of your head, down your brainstem, down your spine, and breathe out through your tailbone, allowing the cords connecting your tailbone to the core of the earth to take these energies out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. As you're breathing in and out, focus your attention on your sensory system. Breathe into your eyes. And as you breathe out, imagine your eyes are dropping deep into your eye sockets. Breathe in again. Into your eyes. Breathe out. Eyes drop deep into your eye sockets. Just regular breaths now. Focus your attention into your ears. Breathe into your ears. As you breathe out, imagine the breath is coming out of your ears. You may experience some tingling in your forehead, in your pineal. Breathe in. And you breathe out through your ears. Just regular breaths, 2 or 3 of them. 2 or 3 of them. This time when you breathe in, just focus your attention into your nasal cavity. You're breathing into your nasal cavity. You notice that oxygen just spreading into your sinuses and your entire nasal cavity. When you breathe out through your nose. Feel your shoulders dropping down. Huge movement of energy. So you may yawn just because the energy is moving so much. Breathe out. Three regular breaths. This time, breathe in and feel the breath just going into the cavity of your mouth and your tongue. Through your mouth and your tongue, that oxygen travels into your 62,000 nadi channels, which travel between your physical body and all of your 9 different body forms. Breathe into your mouth. You're going to breathe out through your nose, but the breath is actually being released as if all those channels are just squirting out what requires to be released. You may feel some crackling in your ear, or your gums may crackle a little, or your jaw might want to move. That's all good news. Drop your tongue from the top of the palate into your mouth. Breathe into your mouth. Breathe out. Allow a smile to build up. Stretch that smile a little bit longer. Swallow that smile. Feel that smile traveling through your entire digestive tract. Allow yourself to breathe in deeply. Breathe out. Deep breath in. Another deep breath in. Breathe out. Take a deep breath in. When you breathe out, drop your chin to the chest. Take a deep breath in. The next breath out, drop your head to the back. Deep breath in. With the next breath out, turn your chin to the left shoulder. Deep breath in, return to the center. With the next breath out, turn your chin to the right shoulder. A deep breath in. With the next breath out, drop your left ear to the left shoulder. Deep breath in, return to the center. With the next breath out, drop your right ear to the right shoulder. Deep breath in, return to the center. With the next breath out, drop your chin to the chest. Deep breath in, rotate your neck clockwise. Halfway down your back, start breathing out. Breathe in, rotate your neck anti-clockwise. Halfway down the back, breathe out. Breathe in, return to the center. Drop your shoulders, rotate your chest, rotate the shoulders, open your chest. Feel another surge of a vacuum suction through the cords, connecting you to the core of the earth. All energies that you have just released, a lot of inflammation release from the brainstem, I noticed. They're being taken out into the core of the earth. Let's anchor ourselves, ready as a pipeline master, should we choose to exercise that choice. You're getting into a complete harmony, anchoring within your field the limitlessness, the indestructibleness, the unstoppableness of the soul presence being amplified with the infectious, loving, and heart-opening energy of the vibration of love. Let's get into a whole brain state. Breathe in to the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. We will do this 3 times and go straight into the human vibe attunement. Come out with the harmonization breath. And let's begin. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Focus your attention into your heart. Breathing in love, kindness, and compassion. And breathing out gratitude and peace. Repeat after me. The human vibe attunement. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I acknowledge myself as a human. Receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. the ultimate in harmony between the human form and the soul presence. They come together and declare, I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I anchor the human within humanity. I anchor the human within humanity. I anchor the human within humanity. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take your left hand, put it over your heart, and take your right hand, put it on top of your left. Take your hand in front of you, hold it in a namaste. Rub your hands against each other. Put them over your eyes. Blink your eyes. Tap your face. Down your neck, down your shoulders. Do an energy sweep and blow. Thank you, everyone. We've